Hello everyone, for this video I'd like to showcase the thought process behind level 22 of my Castle of Calamity level set. Just like Dugan's Dungeon original, the theme of this level is juggling many mimics at one time. And all of them have to survive, none of them can die or get stuck. This little mechanism is the same in every room type of puzzle appears in. It forces you to place all the mimics at a specific start position before you move to the main area of the puzzle. Because this force arrow means if you place the mimic in the main area beyond the force arrow, then there's no way for the mimic to kill the monster within the cage. You have to place the mimic in the cage first, otherwise it's impossible to clear the room. If any of the mimics get stuck or die, even just one, the room is impossible to clear. You have to juggle all of them and pay attention to all their positions at once. This orb here, these yellow doors, is to ensure that you place the mimics in the cage, all of them in the cage, before you do the main part of the puzzle. Because once you hit the limit of the cage, then you can no longer reach the potions. You have to drink all the potions to solve the problem. Every last mimic is important. As I said before, if even one dies or gets stuck, the room is impossible. Now, with only 3 mimics left to juggle, the puzzle is a lot easier. Of course, that totals with all DRD puzzles. They get easier to solve the main gimmick called the linchpin. Unless, of course, you're in the type of room where you have to optimize every single move, which is common in a lot of the level sets in today's community. And even after you figure out the main idea, you still have to pay attention to every single move. It's hard throughout. But for most puzzles, once you solve the main idea, then the puzzle gets easier. This room is intentionally harder than the room below it, because not only do you have to juggle a lot of mimics at once, you also have to drop all the drop doors. And the trapdoors, even though it makes the puzzle harder, is still not the main idea of the puzzle. Juggling all the mimics is. So you still have to pay attention to coordinating all the mimics carefully and not letting even one die or get stuck. only 2 mimics left. The puzzle is pretty easy. Again, the main difficulty of mimic juggling puzzles is when you have a lot of mimics in a narrow space. You have to avoid any of them stabbing each other. If they're not in a narrow space, like all the spaces in these rooms are wide, if they're directly next to each other, you still have to be careful about how you move. Because it's very, very easy for one to stab another one, even by accident. As you saw happen a couple times. As you can tell, there's this green door here. In the first room we did, if you were paying attention, there was also a green door. Because, as I might have said earlier, this northwest room is meant to be harder than the other two, so that's why you have to complete the easier versions first. It's a way to warm up for the harder one. Now the puzzle is pretty easy at this point. As I said, for any of the mimic juggling puzzles, the main difficulty is usually when you have a lot of mimics tied together, because then it's very easy for one to stab another. If you have only a few mimics spread apart like now, then it's not as easy, basically impossible, for them to stab each other. If the space is wide enough, it is impossible, like it is here. Unless you intentionally put the mimics directly next to each other again, having one walk against a wall, so that it remains stuck in place, then having one walk toward it. There we go. Level 22 is finally complete. Join me in my next video, level